My Kapitbahay proudly presents Proudly Filipino. The story of inspiring Filipino Canadians who are not only thriving but also are successful in their chosen life path in Canada. For this episode, we are proud to feature Miss Agnes Miranda, the most senior executive at World Financial Group Canada, holding the position of Senior Executive Vice Chairman and co-founder. Aside from being a busy businesswoman supporting thousands of people in her organization, Tita Agnes, as she fondly called in the Filipino community, is also a tireless community leader. Currently, she is the president of the Philippine Independence Day Council.
I am Agnes Miranda, your kapitbahay in Toronto.
Hi Tita, how are you?
I am just great. Thank you, Rose.
So Tita, when did you come to Canada?
I came to Canada May 26, 1966.
Wow! Memoryado niyo pa.
Yes. You want to know the time?
Yeah, sure.
6:23 a.m.
Oh my God, tumating kayo ng madaling araw dito.
In the morning.
How old were you then?
20 years old.
Oh, okay. So, when you came to Canada at 20 years old, nagkaroon ba kayo ng challenge when it comes to looking for work?
Definitely, it's always a challenge to look for work, especially if you don't have a family, you don't know nobody.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I was referred to a very good two people. But again, the challenge is I don't have an acceptance. I am not a nurse. That time, the nurse was the highlight in the 60s that they get accepted. They have already a hospital. But I am in management, banking, and finance. So immediately, because I promised my mom that I have work already here. So that was my first thing that I have to do is to look for a job.
Did you come here alone or with a
Alone,
husband?
by myself.
So you were not married then?
I am not married yet then.
Oh, okay. So first, the first challenge was to look for a job. And how long does it take before you found a really good or ideal job for you?
I'll just want to correct that. My first challenge was to look for a place to live.
Oh, okay. Yes. Was it hard, Tina, at that time?
The two names that was given to me by the travel agency that I work in the Philippines is as your Ate Lolet and Ate Marie. Just call them up and they will help you find a place or maybe let you live in their apartment first.
Okay.
So I made sure I have that name and telephone number, holding it so tightly, making sure that I have it in my bag.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So when you first came, you called them and then did you live with them?
Yeah, for a few weeks.
And then you found...
And then we found an apartment with 3 roommates.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, in the same building where they live.
So
105 Isabela, apartment 216. That was my
wow.
apartment.
You still memorized. Oh my God.
Immediately when I arrived, right, even I didn't find a place yet, immediately we went to buy a newspaper and look for a job.
Okay.
So I think I arrived on a Wednesday and then look at the newspaper, had an interview the next day, Thursday, and that was one insurance company.
Oh, okay.
They need a junior accounting clerk.
Okay.
So my first interview, but first I went to call the Royal Bank.
Okay.
That was the letter that had sent me.
Mm-hmm.
I sent 4 letters to all the banks.
For applications?
And the first letter that I got was from Royal Bank saying, come and give me a call.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a job offer.
Mm-hmm.
Come and give me a call when you arrive in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, wow.
So that was the first thing I did, was call them up.
Okay.
Call her up, but she was on holidays.
Oh, okay.
So I went to the newspaper and found this junior accounting clerk.
Okay.
Wanted immediately.
An insurance company.
It was an insurance company.
Okay.
And I had the interview in the morning. My interview was 11 o'clock. Then they gave me an exam. Okay, have a few questions. And I remember the person who interviewed me, her name was Julie. She was tall. And so it was, I passed the interview. She said, go for lunch, then come back in the afternoon so that you will meet the manager, the general manager.
So you got hired.
When I went into the general manager, had an interview, I could never forget what he did ask me, looking at my resume and everything. And he said, do you have a Canadian experience?
Yeah, which is, yes. It's always the question.
Yeah.
Do you have a Canadian experience?
Do you have any Canadian experience? I said, sir, Mr. Campbell, that was his name, if you will hire me, I will have my Canadian experience.
Oh, there you go.
Because I just arrived yesterday. So he laughed, right? He laughed. So ask me more questions, Then he said, go for a break. I'll go for a break. I'll have a chat with the supervisor, Julie. And then I told him, so I'll start tomorrow? I said, I'll get back to you, but come back at 3:30. So went out to have for a break off and everything. So I came back. I had a gut feeling that I would be hired.
Yes.
That was my gut feeling, right?
Yes.
See, he laughed when I said, so I'm hired. So when I come back and says, when can you start?
Oh, that's good.
So I got
the
hired.
job. Okay.
I was so excited.
So how long did you work there for that company?
Actually, I worked there for about 3-4 years.
I see. When did you get married?
When did I get married? 3 years after. Yeah.
Oh, when you were 26, you got married.
Yeah.
And then when did you start having kids?
After 1 year.
Oh, okay. So, and then at the same time, you were working.
I was working, yeah, of course.
What were the challenges of being a parent?
The challenges
then?
of being a parent or a mom is
Working
the
parent.
fact that you have to work, right?
Yeah.
You have to find a babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's okay when it's summertime, but if it is winter time, the challenge is there because you have to you work at 9 a.m. Okay? But then again, what time do you wake up? You have to wake up at 6 a.m. just to cook the food for your husband, to cook the food for the family, everything, and then you have to dress them up and bring them to the babysitter.
Well,
After the babysitter, then go to your work.
the same challenges happen to every parent today.
Even today.
I think it's more worse today because most parents have 2 jobs. So they're juggling between 2 jobs and their kids.
Rose,
all at the same time.
I just did not have 2 jobs. I have 3 jobs.
At the time, you had 3
to
jobs?
raise a family and to raise just to have the income is not enough. Then you go work 9 to 5. Then after that, you have a part-time job in the evening. Then in the weekend, then you have another part-time job.
So-
this is just to let your ends meet.
So your husband at the time was also working, right?
Yes, he was also working shift work, but at the same time, he has also what you call a second job.
Okay. You are one of the most influential and most connected women that I know of. So,
Thank you, Rose.
of course, Tita Alma, you're one of the most respected women, Filipino women in our community as well.
Well, I'm in the business of so many. I have their small businesses. I'm in the business of financial services.
So when did you start having an interest in doing this business? When did it all start?
1985.
In 1985.
1985. Yes.
So that's when you found this business and started developing it.
Yes, 1985. I saw a business that more is focused on business. Then eventually, I knew it was in the insurance and in the mutual funds. But when I saw it as a business, I saw that I love their mission, making a difference for families. At the same time, I love also when I was shown the residual income. The residual income was a big thing when I saw it. Yeah. My challenge is to the fact that in the beginning, okay, is that how can you handle them? What if you get rejected, right? Okay, but if they are in your team already, they're different personalities. It is more of learning. It's learning about them. It's about mastering human nature. I was told in the beginning that, Agnes, there are two things that you have to master in this business. Master the system and master human nature. It's understanding them, not for them to understand me, but it is understanding the people. See, Rose, it's more of when someone wants to come into the business, we focus and I focus on their dreams. I focus on what they want in their life. And when you start focusing on what they want in their life, what their dreams is, and they want to be somebody, you are there, I am there just, I would like them to give a second chance. I would like to help them to be successful. And that's what, even though it doesn't matter who they are in terms of do I get along with them or what their personality is, I focus on their dreams. I focus on what they want to do in their life, about wanting to be somebody, wanting to help their family, wanting to be better. And when I focus on that, that makes you happy.
So what made you do the business seriously?
Seriously, when I attended a big event in Michigan.
I see.
And there was about 15,000 people there, and I heard the founder of the company spoke there. And these are the very words that he said.
Do you mind
Life
sharing?
is all about choices.
Okay.
Where will you be 5 years from now? And if you're not happy today, you've got to change. Because you will be still the same person 5 years ago. And that really clicked me. What about your dreams? And that clicked me about what are your dreams? And my dream was to put my 2 children in a Christian university in Michigan. That really clicked me. And it just hit me.
Because my question was about your nonprofit organizations, all these initiatives and advocacies that you have. You've been helping a lot of, you are now the president of PIDC, Philippine Independence Day Council in Toronto. Am I correct?
Yes, I just got elected.
Why are you still so active in the community? What motivates you to be an active participant and not just a spectator in the community?
When you are passionate on doing something, being in the community, since in the beginning, I love doing it because I had no family before Rose, okay? No family, no friends that I know when I came here. So the community became my family, and it came into your blood that helping the community will help us grow. That time we were about barely 1,500 people, okay? And it is more, I think I got it from my mom. My mom is our rock. My mom was a nurse, but very active in the community. I saw her helping hand. She gives a lot to the community, and probably it came in our blood. So we enjoy that. When you are passionate and doing something, you enjoy it. It is not work. So I love doing it, and someone asked me, Tita, why don't you do this, then do that? Yeah, because I got sick last year, right? Got stroke. Then I said, you know what? It makes me, the Lord God gave me a second life. So doing this, serving the community, makes me what you call live longer. I personally feel like that. It's good to be just with people. You love doing it and just serve them, make me happy. I think it will give me a longer life.
Well,
yeah. Everyone has the chance, but Tita, well, it's late already. No, it's not. There's so much to share. There's so much to. Not everybody knows the World Financial Group, and at the same time, this is the right time. What you just have missed long time before was the pioneering pains. Right now we have the tools, we have the platform, and we have
More
the system,
advanced.
and we have all now with the backing of a great company like Aegon, and then our partners. This is just the right time at the right place. Yes.
So if anyone
yeah.
is interested, can they be personally sponsored by you or get your mentorship personally?
Yes, definitely. Mentorship and coaching. Yes.
Yes.
And I do mentor and coach even they are not with WFG. That is my advocacy, is to help the women especially
Yes.
to be mentored and coach them about success in life.
So, Tita, thank you so much for all the information that you've shared with us and sharing with us not just the successes but also the challenges. You are truly a great leader for everyone, a great mentor. I can personally say that. And you are a mentor that gives a lot of love, a lot of time to the people, right? So, in a lighter note, I would like to play Fast Talk with you.
Okay.
So, Tita, here you go. Lights on or lights off?
Lights on.
Oh my goodness. Fish or chicken?
Fish.
Vacation or staycation?
Vacation.
But for now, staycation.
Yeah.
Slow or fast?
Fast.
Big or small?
Big.
Danny or Tita Ann? Hala,
Tita Ann and Danny.
lagot. The Journey or Bon Jovi?
The journey.
Oh. Turon o leche flan?
Turon with banana.
Ano ang tinitiyanan mo sa taong first time mong ma-meet?
Their smile.
Ah, okay. If you were to write an autobiography about your life, what would be the title?
The title is Be Somebody.
Ah, okay. That's good, Tita. Akala ko, let's eat. Because every time I see you, we're always eating. That's why I thought the title would be Let's Eat. Right.
That's my hobby and my pastime.
Eating.
Eating.
So I just have to warn people that if you hang out with Tita Agnes, remember, you gotta gain some weight.
Yeah.
Right? Because she loves to share her food. Thank you, Tita.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you for the opportunity. I love doing this. And by the way, I just wanted to let you know, one of the reasons why I'm still with World Financial Group and why after my second life I still wants to do this, because I just wanted to continue on of helping our kababayan, the opportunity, a second chance, so I can help them. And secondly is to continue the advocacy of the financial education.
Okay.
And thirdly is, of course, the women empowerment.
Yes.
And fourth is about the seniors to retire in dignity.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you, Tita.
Thank you, Rose.
Really
Thank you
appreciate
very
your
much.
time.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye. Ito si Agnes Pasaporte Miranda, ang inyong kapitbahay sa Toronto.
Wow! There! Very good!